Welcome to Brandon Hall Group's Excellence at Work podcast. You will hear from industry leaders covering innovative, cutting-edge business, learning, and HR topics that weave current market research and technology into each episode. Our Excellence at Work podcast is hosted by Brandon Hall Group's Chief Operating Officer and Principal HCM Analyst, Rachel Cook.
Hi, I'm Rachel Cook, the CEO of Brandon Hall Group and the host of our Excellence at Work podcast. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. And I am looking forward to our discussion today with Maya Mickles, the AI product manager from Docebo. Welcome, Maya. How are you today?
Thank you. I'm doing fine.
Great. And today we're going to be talking about AI's role in skills development and personalized learning. And we have a lot to chat about. AI is everywhere, and I know you and your team is in the trenches with your clients as well as we here at Brandon Hall Group. I don't think you can think about learning or anything as it relates to engaging people in the workplace and recruiting and talent without considering how to use AI and how to really leverage it and also anticipate what's next, because it's rapidly changing and we see from the clients that we work with and our research. So it's exciting, and I can't wait to hear from you and share with our audience and community your perspective. And just a little bit about Maya Mickles. She's an education and technology expert with over 15 years of experience in the field and has held pivotal roles in global educational institutions and startups. She believes in transformative power of technology that has driven collaborations with educators of all types in a variety of contexts, shaping scalable and personalized learning experiences. Currently serving as the AI product manager at Docebo, she specializes in developing features leveraging generative AI to create high quality learning content and experiences. And for those of you that are familiar with Docebo, Docebo, as you know, drives the business of learning. Since 2005, they've been on a mission to transform the way organizations think about learning. Unlike traditional LMS, Docebo does more than just deliver training. They are there to help leaders unlock the power of learning, turning it into a driving force for productivity, engagement, and success for both learners and the business. We are also excited to have Docebo as our gold sponsor at our HCM Excellence Conference in February 12th through the 15th at the Hilton at Palm Beach, West Palm Beach, Florida. So we're really excited to have them join us. They're also going to be presenting on this topic. So if you want to hear more from the team, join us in February, which is just around the corner. And also congratulations to the team for winning 18 awards in 2023 from Brandon Hall Group HCM Excellence and HCM Excellence in Technology. Congratulations. That's remarkable.
Thank you very much.
So Maya, let's begin. What are your, what do you see as happening with AI, and how do you define AI's future role in skill development strategies?
Well, AI is a tool that's going to be utilized in a lot of contexts. And so every time you take a look at your context and you're trying to optimize what you're doing, create efficiencies, this is a place where AI can really step in and help out. So when we think about skills development and kind of the shift in many organizations towards a skills-based development and talent management strategy, we kind of uncover the complexities of skills and how they weave into our everyday work. And these kind of complexities are the things that AI excels at tracking. So being able to leverage large amounts of data being able to examine patterns and look for efficiencies, insights, and other things related to people's performance on the job, and engagement with learning, performance and learning tasks. All of these things are difficult for a human to manipulate and understand. What AI offers is the opportunity to give you targeted insights into the data you need for the decisions that you need to make. And this is where I see skills needing the support of AI because they're such a complex and networked set of items to take a look at.
Absolutely. And, that's an interesting way that you have described it, is that it is difficult for humans to decipher some of the insights here, where with the technology or the tools of AI, the ability for the technology to expedite the process of interpreting and predicting and informing what the learner's needs are, or
Mhm.
interest, or gaps. And so this ties into the personalized learning that is not new. We've been talking about personalized learning for a very long time now. And with AI kind of being on the forefront and being able to bring it, finally, I think, help the learning leader be able to accommodate this, right, in a much quicker and faster way. Can you describe some of those possibilities and what that experience is going to be like?
Sure. So, one of the things that I think companies are going to have to do and organizations are going to have to reflect on how they think about skills as a predictive measure, as a way of managing pathways for career development or upskilling, and as a way to empower kind of hiring decisions and future proof your L&D strategy. I mean, we all know that that's actually impossible, but it's an aim that we're all going for. So when I think about the possibilities of AI, one of the biggest things is managing data at scale. So you as an organization who wants to integrate skills into your talent management approach, you're going to have to map the skills. First, mapping the skills, taking a look at your job roles, taking a look at what your development pathways are, what your career pathways exist, and what your hiring strategies are. You're going to have to use AI most likely in order to assess some of the content that you have, some of the job roles that you have, some of the career pathways that you have. Using AI can empower, for example, consolidation of skills within learning content. So you can reorganize learning content in a way that makes it easier to access. You can map learning content to empower personalized pathways through the content. And you can also predict future needs so that you can implement developmental pathways for your employees to make sure that you're upskilling in the right areas to meet your talent management strategy goals.
And this is the intersection of skills and personalization, right? Being able to
Yes.
assess and and then connect that with the needs and of what either the organization needs from a skills, um, and also what the individual needs for the skills or capabilities.
Absolutely. I think there are two levels there that are really important to think about. One of them is what does the organization need, and what is the overarching objective, and what are the skills gaps in the company or the organization as a whole. And then we look also at the individual and we say, how do they contribute to those organizational goals? And how could they contribute to future organizational goals? Taking a look in that perspective with those two angles helps you see what AI might be able to do to help with this matching and to connect and give, for example, learning content or create learning content using generative AI based on the skills needed to get one individual from point A to point B. That may be an individual goal that supports an organizational goal, or it may be an individual goal on their own. Both of these are valid and things that by enriching these opportunities for employees also contribute to engagement.
From the client work that you are involved in, what do you see are some of the biggest challenges? And also, what are some of the successes that you are already starting to, discover or able to identify?
So, one thing that we've been exploring right now is skills mapping and tagging for content. So, we've been working on the AI research team to improve our tagging accuracy, and we have reached I don't want to give a number, 90 plus percent accuracy in one of our client tests.
Oh, nice.
This was a huge improvement over
Mm-hmm.
previous mapping attempts. And so we really feel like we're honing in at Docebo, especially on how we're able to map skills effectively so that we can track them more effectively. And over time in our development process, we're going to be utilizing that information more and more in both decision making, recommending, visibility of content, and then also with generative AI and our new Shape product.
That's exciting. That and what are there certain industries that you see are more adopters of AI, and do you still see? And are you still seeing
That's a
some laggers?
well, that's a good question. I think the interest is there from all
Mhm.
sectors. Um, I've seen particular interest in clients who are very documentation heavy. So, documentation heavy or existing learning content heavy. So, for example, a large corporation that already has robust L&D strategies, maybe different groups working on different content projects and L&D projects. Bringing AI into those complex situations really helps to align things, give people a place to gain insights that trigger conversations between groups that may have been previously siloed, for example. And these are really exciting opportunities. So I think organizations that struggle with knowledge management, AI is a tool that can help with that as well. So I don't want to really talk about a particular industry, but more a problem that AI can solve. So knowledge management, large scale content production, extraction of value from large amounts of documentation and other unstructured data. That's what AI excels at. And so these organizations, if they recognize that promise, they have maybe a high value implementation that they could immediately approach. Smaller companies, smaller organizations, I think they may be looking more for individual tools to solve a smaller problem. And those are also highly possible with AI. And just making sure that you know how to select those tools in order to solve your problem and integrate them in a forward thinking way consistent with long-term goals is the struggle for those organizations.
Right. And I think with the flood of, there's always a new tool coming out, a new approach, technology, and a new way to look at it. So partnering with someone such as yourself, or, that is testing it and reiterating it and perfecting it is important, because there is a lot of free stuff out there, and it's great to kind of get started, or just kind of to familiarize yourself with what it is. But then to make sure that you're selecting the optimal option for your needs is something that you want to make sure that you spend a little bit of time in considering and selecting to make sure it's a good fit for you.
In fact, at Docebo, we recently published an AI guide, a guide to AI products for L&D, that helps non-technical buyers understand what questions to ask and conceptually what you're looking at, including more understanding of the functionality of AI tools that may already be on the market, and also as they emerge to give you the tools that you need to evaluate them effectively.
Well, great, Maya. And thank you for joining me today and for sharing some of the examples and your perspective. What else can we would love for everyone to join your session in February at our HCM Excellence Conference in Palm Beach, Florida, Tuesday from 4:30 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time, February 13th. Is there anything else that you would like to leave or share to attract everyone to join you?
Skills are complex. It's worth starting a conversation with your organization about both skills and AI if either one of those is not part of the conversation. I just want to say that everyone's learning at this point because everything is emerging. It's important that you stay active in the conversation. And I'm really hoping that what we're going to get out of this session is conversation starting points and connections for people to be able to go away and think more strategically about AI and skills in their organization.
Well, don't miss out, because it's going to be a good session for sure. And you're going to learn a lot, and you're going to be able to walk away and equip yourself with knowledge and tools, even more so than you can think of. And then following our conference, we're also collaborating with your team on a roundtable focused on key pillars of analytics. So just as important as AI is how to measure and make decisions around the data. So, which is an evolving topic. It's not going away, even more so now. Yeah, we really need to understand how to measure the ROI and then how to make decisions around that.
Yes.
Thank you, Maya. Thank you so much for joining me. And I look forward to seeing you here shortly in the next couple of weeks here, and everyone as well. Take care. Have a great day.
Thank you.